Good morning everyone. Today is 21st June 2022. I'm standing in between my second and third circle in the center garden on east side facing towards the new dawn climbing rose and the house. You can see the new dawn roses are starting to dry. So maybe this week is the last week that we can see their blooms. And there are many new blooms in between the second and third circle, so I want to share some of those with you. So I'm standing behind this Russian sage. So from here, see the view. That is the grapevine. That is a common lilac. And then see here, this is the white rose. It bloomed a lot, still there are few blooms. Here I had sown some hollyhock seeds, which are very slow in growing because the soil is clay. There is one Rudbeckia volunteered. I don't remember sowing the seeds. Then this is the Russian sage. They are ready to bloom, you can see. In September, October, they are one of the prettiest plant in the garden. Now they are just starting to bloom. You can see this one. Trying to smell the leaf. Lovely smell. And then iris are over, iris bloom. You see this one I transplanted. This plant I transplanted. I pulled some from there, and here and there I was planting. I believe last year I did that during fall. So now this week it has started blooming. So I had missed sharing with you these things, so I wanted to share. These are few Rudbeckia plants you see. The seeds I had sown, mixed seeds. So some of the Rudbeckia, they germinated. This is purple basil I had transplanted here. This is one, I believe, coral sunset or coral sorbet, something like that, the name. Peony root I have planted this year. And these are few cosmos seeds. This is yellow pumpkin, a new variety that we eat. The pumpkin we like to eat, I mean. So few seeds I had sown here, few on the other side. So far there are no long branch, but still they are ready to bloom. And from here you can see that fragrant climbing rose. So many blooms. They are starting to dry. When I'm done with these second and third circle plants, then I can go there and show you some. Here this is one butterfly bush, purple color. So this is grass, but that is the plant. And that is color guard yucca, ready to bloom, see. Then here the climbing rose, orange color climbing rose. And that is pink veronica. Then you see this beauty. It was in a pot when I bought, so I didn't know there are two colors, I mean two plants. It looks like there are two plants. So I planted it here and they are in full bloom. Height is small. I'm not sure whether it is a dwarf variety or so. From here if I show you, see, That is the orange climbing rose, and that is the magenta color. And here is the elder or eldenberry. The blooms are starting to dry. See, these blooms are gone. Few cosmos. This is the golden variety of smoke bush. So see how it looks from here. And this is the this plant is new to me, Nymphophia. I bought a root of Nymphophia from Walmart, only $5, I believe 4 years ago, and then I planted here. So the first year it didn't bloom, but from the second year they bloom very beautifully. You can see this, the lower portion, they have started drying. Then it is variegated leaf, maybe its name is sock wave, I think. Variegated leaf phlox. So see how it started drying. You can see here a lot of lilies are ready to bloom. I missed you showing this one. It opened its bloom yesterday. Few last year pumpkin seeds. That pumpkin is a different one and big one, big orange color. This is a little small. The size of the pumpkin is small. I already had this plant last year, so this is from last year's seed, but that I bought a new seed this year. Then the birds, more lily. Here the blooms are over. I can show you the third color guard yucca. The second color guard, somehow there is no blooms this year so far, but this one, see. This plant is also new to me, but I saw this plant in a few houses, and their creamy white bloom is very attractive. Soon I can share their blooms. And this is moon rock hydrangea. One I planted on this side, one on my west side garden. So this is from east side garden. They look very healthy. And this is you see the butterfly weed. They look very pretty, and I love the color combination of orange with the green background. That is the cornflower. This is a rose. Daylily, a very pretty color daylily, this one, that one. Last year they bloomed very well. See, these blooms I had shared a lot. So there was a time 2 weeks back, I can say they were the prettiest bloom in the garden. Now they are starting to dry. I love these blooms. They self-seed and they bloom in hundreds. One sweet William here. So from here you see how it looks. So these blooms are now starting to dry. I mean the rose blooms. See this cone flower. Past 2-3 days I missed, so I believe I missed this color to show you when they were fresh. They were little lighter color than this. I believe that is a blackberry maybe. I did not plant. Maybe the birds helped. This I sowed the sunflower seed. And that is the plum I had planted. Here one Shasta daisy, that is I had planted that hibiscus 4-5 years ago. And here also there are some mixed seed from last year's. I had sown maybe 2.5 months ago. So there are few cosmos. It was mixed seed. And this is again another butterfly weed. I believe because of this plant they could not make multiple branches, I believe. So see this plant. I will show you from other side also this plant. And then see this wisteria. I see some new blooms. I mean the bud. So and this is just a tomato plant I planted here. See this plant. So I believe after one more week maybe we can see their blooms. So wisteria from here. This is another butterfly weed. Nearly in every 6 to 8 feet in the close to this third circle I had planted these butterfly weed seeds. I remember it is not root, it is seed. 3 years ago I sowed seeds and they came out like this. They look so pretty, see. I did not know the blooms are so pretty. I just wanted to experiment how it looks as a new plant. Then this is another Shasta daisy. And this is one branch I planted here, one cutting you can see. Original mother plant of this one is close to my entrance there, but somehow that plant was chopped and that plant looks smaller than this. So it's a good way to save the plant, to plant it in multiple places. And see this. Now only I am seeing this color combination of Rudbeckia blooming. So it opened just now. I mean this morning I can say. See the babies. That is the yellow color, exactly this variety. That is this plant. But here it is mixed and they self-seeded. From last year they self-seeded. Few plants I have planted here and there. So maybe next year there will be many plants. But I love these blooms. The blooms stay for many weeks. So they are one of the most plant to have in the garden. There are many plants here. I pulled them and I planted somewhere in the last fall. There are a lot of birds here. This is autumn jade sedum, a cutting of the mother plant. See, this I missed. I believe there are many pretty blooms when they were fresh in the past 3-4 days. I just could not get time to come here and record. So we missed their peak bloom of this season, and everybody will agree that they are the prettiest color combination. This is Siberian iris, and they did not volunteer. I had sown a few hollyhock seeds. Now I don't remember whether it is purple color or magenta color. I forgot, but it's okay for me if it is any color. And see this iris bloom, because I did not remove them to eat. They are producing so many blooms. They look pretty. This is a very pretty sedum. I don't remember the variety name. And this is yellow color day lily with little maroon edgetong, very pretty blooms. So here are some mixed seeds last year I sowed, and some of them are perennial like this. It looks like it is a cone flower. I don't know what color it is, but it is a cone flower. It is last year mixed seed, that perennial plant that came back, sweet William. And this is another day lily. Oh, it also bloomed. See, there are many birds. See, this is also yellow lily starting to open. You can see those cosmos. And this is double delight rose. 3-4 days back all the blooms were looking very pretty, and now they are over. So I need to trim the way I did the other rose. And see the Arabella. So this is the initially this is the color initially when they open, then this is the middle color, and then when they are old. But they like this is more than 2 weeks bloom, I can say. So that is the good part of this clematis bloom. They stay for many days, more than a week the blooms stay, so you can enjoy the blooms for a long time. That is the saucer magnolia, growing very well. This is I am not sure what type of lily it is, Asiatic or a trumpet or what. When I planted some lily bulbs, they were mixed bulbs. But I want to share that the bulb was completely exposed for many months. So I think I have planted these lily 4 years ago. So the first 2 years it was exposed many times, so I keep on covering them. So now it makes me very happy that it worked. And see, all the 3 branches, they have enough buds, and I didn't do anything to get rid of the lily beetles. Past 2 years, every time they were filled with the beetles, and the leaves were eaten. Many times the birds were damaged, but this year it looks good, and they are not damaged much by the beetles, though last month I saw few orange color lily beetles here. So I do not know what happened and how they are not visible now. I didn't do anything. So sometimes what I am trying to make the point here is sometimes nature takes care. They are eaten by some other bugs, maybe something has happened, which is a good thing for us. So see, I did not transplant or thin these cosmos. There are so many cosmos plants and they are so tall now. See the lily birds so nicely. My saucer magnolia, just I wanted to give the update. Here I have a dianthus which is hidden, but they have pretty blooms, so let's see a little bit. See the Vizela, and from here I can show you the spirea. In my last to last video I said I will make a separate video for spirea, but I could not, and they already dried. See, so the bloom time, if you miss lot of beauty. This is the second dianthus. 3 years ago I planted and they are perennial. See this lily. So till last year I had lost my hope that I can see pretty blooms of lily because of the beetles, but this year somehow they are not damaging, and I don't see any beetle. Do you see any? I don't, but there was beetle and I don't know what happened to them. So from here if you see, so this year we can see lot of pretty lily blooms. And here see, it has been 2 months I believe they are there, and they were very pretty. Just now this week they are starting to dry. This is some mixed flower from last to last year. They survived. I think this is some type of daisy. I'm not sure whether it is Sasta daisy or but some kind of daisy. And this is Sugartina crystallina. Let me make sure I'm pronouncing correct. Yes, Sugartina crystallina. And you see this vanilla strawberry hydrangea. This year somehow I feel the branches are much more taller and stronger they look. People love the blooms of this plant. And I believe 4 or 5 years ago I planted. So on the first time only I added nice compost when I planted on the ground. After that I did nothing except trimming each year, that's it. And this is a millennium onion maybe. So for me also it is new. See how the buds are bent. So maybe they are opening. And this is the rose, which is you can say at least 6 years old or 7 years old. Their blooms were very pretty few days ago. Now they are starting to dry. See, I see one beetle and more to open birds. So this is bhinka. I have planted here. No matter how much I clean, every year the grass, they volunteered like that. So always I try at least the base of the plant to clean, but again like in the wind, again nearby grass they sprayed and they increase. So from here I will show you a little quick look how it is looking. and that butterfly behind that plant, that clematis, I will make separate video. They are very pretty to my eyes. So this video has become already long enough to end. Last time the lawnmower left these to mow, this time they did it, so it's not looking like professional, but my intention is not to spend too much, because I am not doing any business or selling anything. It's just for my passion. This is just my passion. I want to enjoy spending time here. So see the petunia here, see this evergreen, looks so lovely, right? So lovely. When you touch it, you feel so good. One sunflower here, white petunia. This is my first, they call it dogwood, right, or boxwood, maybe boxwood. This is boxwood. It was so tiny when I planted, I think 4 years ago. They look so lovely when you touch. Always try to touch the branches. It has a great feeling. This is a type of Veronica. The exact variety I do not remember. So let me end this video here. I will make another part today before it starts raining heavily. Thank you for watching.